Good morning. I'm from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin.
Curtis, Nebraska.
Coppell, Texas.
I will be serving as your auctioneer.
All right, here we go. $10 bidder now.
30, 30,
25, 25.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now 45.
Yeah.
5 to the bid now, 10, now 10.
Auctioneering is the ultimate sales job. It's just the thrill of it.
30, 30, now 40. Get 40, get 40.
We're judged on clarity, dress, salesmanship, presentation, auction chant.
80, give 80, give 80, give 80. $80.
My chant? I don't know. It's pretty simple, I think. It's numbers and just a couple filler words.
30, we get 30, 30, get 30, 30, get 30.
You just keep repeating it over and over again.
40, 40, we get 40, we get.
The auction chant is nearly like it goes in a circle. It never ends until you say sold.
I sold at $60.
$40, please, and one more time. And
it's like a singer that you're listening to on the radio.
$5 here, now a minute.
You want them to have a pleasant voice.
Now 15 on the net, now 15.
Are you too fast or too slow? Are you just the right speed?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want to give?
Pick up the pace and sell at a quicker pace. So it really depends on who you're selling to.
Now 40, we get 35.
It is a lot of practice. It's like anything, you know. You have to put your time in, and you have to do the drills, and you have to do all the tongue twisters.
A tongue twister? Yeah. One that we do is Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her better batter, made her bitter.
10, 10, 10, double bid now 15, 15.
Bitter batter, better. So does better Betty bought her better bit of better butter.
It's only money, as you say.
Yeah.
We have a very unique industry in that we're a voice for many different kinds of people. We are a voice for buyers and sellers.
Sold it right there, $45.
6716.
Everybody involved has a passion and a love for the auction industry.
Sold it, $55.
Now, what it means to win the competition is that you're part of a fraternity. You're part of some of the best lady and men auctioneers in the world.
It's been a great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
The only thing you can do is just sit there and think, well, it's going to be over soon. Either you'll live it or you'll die.
Stephen Hall calls himself one of the lucky ones.
Had this been, I'd say, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches further this way, you know, this house probably would not be standing.
Just 2 days after one of the strongest tornadoes in American history, some houses still stand tonight, while others are destroyed.
That's everybody's favorite movie theater in the area.
Next to the Warren Theater, Tyler Pierce couldn't make out much.
I can't even identify what buildings those are supposed to be.
One man said this misfortune for many is an opportunity for others.
There you go.
So that's why Julie Rhodes hit the road
Hot dogs.
to help.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Take 2 if you like. We got to take care of our people.
Even though Mother Nature took so much,
There's nothing left.
the people here want you to know there's still more to more. But right now they need a hand as this town slowly gets going again.
Originally, I served 2 tours. 2003, I was in an initial invasion in Iraq. You couldn't tell who was friend or foe.
The PTSD really started bothering me.
American heroes are coming home every day, forever changed by the scars of war. But these scars you won't see on the outside.
We'd make friends with guys 1 month and bring them down, and the next month we'd bring them home horizontally. It was just one after the other. We kept losing these guys.
The loss so personal it affected Tim McDonough after he came home from Iraq and Afghanistan. Diagnosed with PTSD, he was struggling with everyday life.
Noises, crowds, the more things bothered me, the more I decided that I would stay home.
And his wife suggested a new therapy.
Okay.
Bailey.
If somebody would have told me today I'd be where I'm at, I would have told them they were crazy. I fought my wife for about 6 months on this and said, no, I'm not doing this. Bailey.
That was more than 4 years ago.
Come.
But now Tim and his wife run Shepherds for Lost Sheep.
Bailey not only changed my life, she saved my life.
An organization helping veterans from around the country heal from their scars.
We were hit by 3 car bombs, and then watching the replay on the video. 1 minute there's people, and the next minute you're vaporized, gone.
Like Andy Miranda from Texas.
And I can make breakfast, and I don't have to worry about IEDs or indirect fire. Or, you know, it's a quiet life now, and it's taking some time.
And Gwen Ware from North Carolina.
She wakes me up when the nightmares start, and I know that she's going to be there.
when I wake up.
Good boy. Sit up. The veterans fly in from every corner of the U.S. And after waiting 2 years to finally meet his dog Taser,
Wait for Daddy. He'll recognize you.
there's no better welcome to Spokane for Ryan Jackson of Florida than this.
Daddy! Say hi to Daddy!
Absolutely perfect. Good boy, Taser.
Back at their warrior campout just outside Spokane,
Foos.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
the training and bonding starts immediately.
You wait. Come.
Harley, look. Watch my back. Good boy. You did really good, okay? We're going to have ourselves a lifelong friendship there. Should definitely give it a shot because they're not going to judge you. They're going to listen to you. That's awesome.
And for Tim McDonough, having been where these veterans are today,
You're never alone. You don't have to do this alone anymore.
he knows even on the hard days,
I can look into those pretty brown eyes and she just says, you know what, tomorrow's another day, I'll still be here for you.
it's Trekker, Hera, Taser, and Bailey helping our heroes.
There are lots of sayings that start this season.
Spring forward, fall back.
April showers bring May flowers.
In like a lion, out like a lamb.
But there's one sound that stands as the surest sign that spring has sprung.
The sound of drivers ditching their studded tires, racing to comply with state deadline requiring removal. And this is where the rubber meets the road for hundreds of cars.
It can be kind of hectic.
This is where 4 people change tires for patrol cars with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office.
We need to get to remote parts of the county at any given notice and from call to call, and we try to give them the tools to do that.
Rick Detweiler has been doing this for almost 29 years. He's changed plenty of tires, but says times have changed too.
When I first started, we had about 75 to 80 vehicles total.
Today, there are at least 350, and all need to be changed by the spring deadline. So 4 employees work at 2 garages to change them all this month, all while maintaining the rest of the county fleet.
Trying to keep cars serviced and do the normal maintenance and work and repairs that need to be done.
And while most stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end, this one just goes in circles. As soon as they finish removing the studs, they'll start planning for next fall when the studs go back onto these cars. 4 employees racing to retire the winter tires while their job description goes round and round, and round, and round. Sometimes a big step can seem so small. But for Tyler Delante, a small step would be the biggest moment of his life.
Can you say go? Go.
In the next few minutes, you'll meet a boy who was born with a long road ahead. But somehow he has always been in the driver's seat,
Go.
smiling. Those who know Tyler best all say the same thing. Nothing stops him. Michelle and Mike Delante knew right away the joy Tyler brought to those around him. But they also knew right away he would never be like the rest.
I'll never forget when the doctor came to us and told us that she had seen the MRI of his brain and that it was quite a grim picture.
The day after his birth, Tyler's parents learned he may never walk, talk, hear, or see.
Where's the basket?
So you can now see he's already accomplished a lot.
Can you hold his hand? Good boy, Tyler.
But Tyler's never been able to walk alone.
Oh, good boy.
And it is for that reason.
He's pretty special.
Therapist Shirley Carlson suggested a rare spinal surgery.
There's just very few kids these days that are a good candidate for this procedure, and Tyler struck me as being one of the ones that was.
For Carlson, it came down to family support and motivation. Tyler's been blessed with both.
There you go.
The surgery is called selective dorsal rhizotomy. It's a complex medical procedure Tyler's sister Allie summed up in a single sentence.
He's gonna take some spine out and he's gonna cut some cords so he could walk.
Walking is what Tyler wants.
Hold yourself up.
And right now, he's just a few days from the doctor. But his parents worry that he doesn't know that because Tyler can't talk.
The biggest thing is I just tell him the doctor's going to fix you, and he has a big smile on his face, and
shakes his head.
As a family, they've sat and they've watched dozens of these YouTube videos with the hope that Tyler takes something away.
Tears of joy would come to me, and Mike was always like, stop looking, stop looking. And like, I was just so overwhelmed with the possibility that that could be for Tyler.
And that is why this was so special. When a possibility became a reality nearly 2,000 miles away in Missouri at the St. Louis Children's Hospital. Tyler's in surgery right now with Dr. T.S. Park. The doctor has plenty of help on this day performing a 3.5-hour procedure some have called a medical miracle. But just feet from the surgeon.
We feel so lucky to have this chance.
All Mike and Michelle Delante can do is wait.
I know his personality and how driven he is, and this is just going to play right into those characteristics.
It seemed fitting the Delantes called Tyler's surgery the first step in his recovery. Dr. Park hoped Tyler would walk in a year. But you know Tyler, nothing stops him. Back in Spokane, just 8 weeks after his operation, Tyler's in rehab at St. Luke's.
Dr. Park's your friend, isn't he?
Did he fix you? Yay, Dr. Park.
Tyler now works 4 to 5 days a week with Dave Clark.
All right.
He climbs to build strength. When he gets to the top,
ready, set,
you can see his focus.
Hi, go!
He also spends his time stretching on the swing.
He's made tremendous progress.
But the goal in all of this is for Tyler to lead the way. And today, for the first time, he does just that.
Yeah, let's walk to the door. Okay.
When you do something you've never done before, you may not be perfect right away, but wow, does it feel good.
Does a dream come true?
Michelle and Mike Delante know that feeling more than anyone.
He just defies us every day and keeps on pushing, and it's a joy. It's the best way you can really put it.
He began as a boy with an uphill battle. He's walked with a walker, and yes, he has been pushed along the way. But Tyler's always wanted to walk alone. And that is why today,
can you walk to me?
We welcome the end of this story.
Yay! Woo!
With open arms.
Yay.
Do you want the white or yellow egg on the breakfast?
Name, address, date of birth, and just like that, career was born.
I needed a job to pay for gas because my parents bought me a car for my birthday. How's your morning going?
Jennifer Underwood wanted to serve ice cream, but the ice cream store wasn't hiring.
Can I get it for you?
Subway scooped her up, and no one has looked back.
Do you want it toasted? Get it with you in just a second.
The sandwich artist was promoted to manager, and now she has a new title of champion.
There was a lot of people in there.
Underwood beat 33,000 employees from more than 90 countries around the world to make the world's fastest Subway sandwich. The award given in Chicago last month.
It was the most incredible feeling. I wanted to just jump up and down and scream.
She'd finished in the top 20 before, but took the title for the first time this year.
All this year, I've just really practiced on making perfect sandwiches, and it just really paid off. Salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. I practice, just every day on the assembly line, I just practice on making everything perfect.
They say practice makes perfect. Jennifer made the requisite turkey with cheese sandwich in 45.3 seconds. Regular customers weren't surprised.
She's just really good. I'll wait for you.
Telling us she's part of the reason they come to this store.
A foot long?
Kind of makes you wonder what the ice cream store is thinking today.
Did you guys like
Jennifer's now focused on defending her title with Subway and has no plans to work anywhere else.
And that's everything? I just love making sandwiches. That's my favorite thing to do in the whole store. Hello.
Jennifer Underwood went from filling her gas tank to filling people's stomachs, turning her very first job into a full-time career and doing it faster than anyone else in the world.
There you go. Have a nice day.
Anthony Gomez, KHQ Local News.
Yeah.